I like the boys.
Yeah.
And I knew that I was not like, hi boys, the trade.
Yeah, the trade. Okay, Thursday. I'm glad. Hey beautiful people, it's Success Mentor Dante J. Worth, and I'm back with another video right here on Audacious Believer TV! Now, if this is your first time tuning in, I need you to make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. Make sure that you like this video. And make sure that you are commenting down below. Me and my team absolutely love to read your comments. Now tonight, we're being joined by the beautiful, the fabulous, the one, the only. Tell them who you are, darling.
Jazzelle.
I invited Jazzelle here tonight to talk about redefining realness. Okay, but before we talk about that, realness, yeah. So before we talk about that, tell us a little bit about what is your story.
What is my story? Oh my. Well, I started off as a little lad growing up in Rockaway, Queens.
Yes.
And then,
Hey, Queens. Shout out to Queens.
And then we got transferred to Rochester, my mom and my dad, but they divorced.
Yes.
And then I spent most of my time going to Wilson. Shout out Wildcats. And then from there, I went to MCC.
Nice.
Where I studied media and communications.
Nice.
But within that time, I transitioned. And, you know, whether it be negative or positive, you know, transitioning is a lot.
Yeah.
So I had to leave school, and I worked on becoming Jazzelle.
That's good. So let's talk about that. Transitioning. What does that really mean? Is it a mental thing? Is it a physical thing? What is that?
I think it's all above.
All the above. Okay.
So I think that at first it's all about the physical. Okay. So at first, you know, you're getting your hormones. You want to get your surgeries, but then once you get all of that, I think through that you're doing the mental. But I think at the end is where the mental comes in, where you have to really feel like, okay, I'm a woman or I'm a man, whether you're a trans man or not, and try to figure out, okay, what kind of woman do I want to be? What am I going to stand for in this world? So
when was that defining moment for you when you said enough is enough? I am who I am.
To be honest, I always kind of knew who I was. I feel like when you're part of the LGBT, I feel like finding yourself is something that you do really, really early.
Yeah.
I really do. Like, I kind of feel like I didn't know what it was to be trans. I didn't know I was trans when I was 5, but I had like this. I call it like my visualization of being a person and knowing who I am. And I was at 5, and I knew that I was different from others. And I knew that I liked the boys. Yeah. And I knew that I was not like hi boys. The trade.
Yeah. Okay, Thursday. I'm glad.
I knew that I was different. I knew that I was different than other boys, and I knew that I liked all the girl things, and I knew that I liked to play house, and I always was mom all the time. And so as time went on, you know, you go through life, and you know, you have your family is not always with you. My family wasn't, but now my family is completely supportive. My mother is probably one of my biggest supporters.
That's good.
But she had to get to that point.
I'm sure.
And so shout out to my mom, Jo.
Hey, mom.
Lioness. She's like really a motivating woman. She has her own fitness at Wells Gym, and she does her own class and stuff like that. So shout out to mommy.
That's good. Hey, mama, how you doing? So for you, when did you decide that I'm going to take the next step of not just realizing that I'm different, but I'm going to go the next step and actually do something about it?
You mean as far as like taking the hormones for that? Okay, so for me, it was more so. I went to, back in the day, Rochester used to have this awesome gay club called Mothers. Okay. And it had some of the best drag shows around town.
I'm a late bloomer, so I didn't know that.
Yeah, okay. I'm a little old head, you know. But Mothers used to be an awesome place where a lot of us used to go. They used to have like youth drag shows and stuff like that. Okay. And I went there, and they had brought in a performer. She was a trans woman. Her name was Jasmine International. And she's absolutely gorgeous. And when I seen her, I was just like, you know, I had like these moments where I felt like I was different, but I didn't know what to do. You know, I didn't know what the steps to take. And I never really seen another trans person until that day.
Representation.
And then when I seen her, I was like, that's what I want to be.
Wow, that's
who I want to be. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want to look like. Okay. And when I seen her the next day, I went up to Mocha. Shout out to Mocha. Hey, Mocha. North Water Street.
Yes, come on.
I went to Mocha, and I talked to one of the counselors there, and I told him like he counseled me, and I told him like, you know, this is what I want to do, and he linked me to CARE. He got me into going to get my my hormone replacements and doing my name change and gender markers. And
there's a lot of stigma about it being a choice, that not just being gay, being transgender. Do you feel like it's a choice?
Well, I do not think it's. I'm one of those staunch believers that I know that it's not a choice. I know that I'm telling you what, I had my visualization at 5, and I knew who I was. And I know some people. I don't want to cut out. Some people believe that they were through different things in their life or different experiences that had changed them. I don't want to stomp you on that, but I know for me, it's something that I've always felt, and I'm gonna stand true to that.
And for someone who's out there watching, they may not understand completely of being transgender and being the whole transitioning thing. How can you help them understand?
Oh gosh, that is a really hard question. Oh my God, I think that to me, honestly, people ask me that a lot as far as like, how can you make people get what being transgender is? And I don't think it's something to really get. I just think it comes from a place where you acceptance, because there's some things that some other people do that are not trans that I just don't get. But I accept people for who they are, and I think it's more so from that person to look within and realize that the world is different, and we come diverse.
That's good.
And it's all about inclusive, and coming together and just get into that. And then once you realize that, then you can just accept people for who they are, and not try to understand. Okay, why is this trans person this person? Because it's really not for you to get until you are actually in their shoes, and it's really hard to be in a trans person's shoes, to be honest.
I believe it. I know Janet Mock in her book, Redefining Realness. Janet Mock, who was a popular transgender, talks about the fear of being othered. Have you ever had that fear of being othered?
Oh my God! I just watched that interview over again, and I did see that question that Oprah asked her. I think it's something that I go through all the time. I think from the beginning of my transition to now, I think a lot of times, being a trans person and then being a trans woman that's in the community, I feel like being other is something that I'm always gonna have to deal with because I have to wear my trans thumb right here all the time. I have to wear it on my shoulder at all times, and sometimes it could be perplexing because I'm more than just a trans person. I'm a woman. I have a catering company. I have friends. I like to travel. I was in the army. So it's more than just me. It's more to me than just being trans. And a lot of times I feel like people like to put you in this box. And then with that comes being othered. Like, okay, well, she's trans, so she's not really a woman. She's not, really this, so she's not really that, so I think you still,
That's good. So what advice would you have for someone, that young person who's looking to you and they're saying, I want to get to that point, but right now my mama might kick me out, my daddy might beat me upside the head. What advice would you have for them?
I would say, like I said, stay true to yourself. And it's not going to be easy. It's definitely not. It's definitely not. It's all about discovering who you are within. And I know that sometimes family is not the easiest thing. And I don't want to be that person who be like, F your family, go off and do you, because we all need your family, and we all need our family support. And that's what really prospers a trans person, when a family stands behind them. When a family's behind you, a trans person can do anything.
You feel like you can fly.
Do anything. You see it so many times. You see a lot of times in I guess white community, when you have trans people come out, a lot of times the family stands behind them and they go off to school. They get degrees.
But in people of color, it's just a different perception.
It's a different perspective.
It's not just because it's one thing to be gay in people of color.
But then you add that extra level of trans.
You're trying to get a beat.
So I would just say, stay true to yourself. It's not gonna be easy. Nothing easy. And I feel like a lot of times young trans people see a more older trans person and they're like, oh my God, he or she has it together. But it was a road to get there, and it's a slow road. So take your time, get there.
One of my favorites is T.S. Madison. Her energy is just her
energy is off the
charts. And confidence off the charts.
Actually, T.S. Madison was one of the main reasons why I wanted to get involved in social media and doing spilling the tea, because like I said, her energy is off the and she's herself. She is true to her, and I love that about her.
I know that you talked about family, and a lot of times in the gay community, and there's people who create families, or it's the family that you almost have to create within your friends.
Very true.
So how does that happen? How does that connection happen? Is it you have to meet someone, you have to tell them, hey, we good? Like, what's that?
I think everyone has the different experiences. I think for me, I have a gay family.
Okay.
I have gay children.
Okay.
I have a gay husband.
Okay.
I have gay cousins. I have gay nieces.
Help people understand that. Help people understand, what is a gay family?
A gay family is, a lot of times in the LGBT community, our real families kick us out or, push us to the side, and we're alone. So a lot of times you have people from within the community who step in as these different roles, as a mom, a gay mom, or a gay dad.
That's
and
good.
like I said, I have, from my experience, I have a gay daughter, and she's not always on her P's and Q's, but I love her just like she's my own, as if I bore her out of my own body.
That's good.
And when I first met her, I saw that she needed guidance, and I think that's where it comes from.
Yeah,
You seeing that
having
a presence, like knowing that you don't want this individual to go down a path that, because it's a downward slope, and it can happen so fast.
The trade to lead you somewhere you don't want to go.
The community in general can lead you down a bad slope.
Exactly.
So in certain parts, in certain dark areas in the community.
Listen.
So I latched on to her, and I was like, you know what? You're my daughter.
That's good.
And and I'm your mom.
Oh,
and,
that's so sweet.
Yes,
That's good.
yes.
So are you ready for rapid fire questions?
Who?
Fast book. Favorite book.
Favorite book? Oh my God, Color Purple.
Favorite
I love the
movie.
movie too. Color Purple.
How do you find a real woman?
How do I define a real woman? Oh my God, strength, beauty, from inside then out.
That's good. And who inspires you?
Who inspires me? My mother, Janet Mock.
Yes, Janet.
Yes.
Hi, Janet. Call us.
Redefining Realness. Yes, I won't take my number, but I don't want to put it on here.
Listen, the Trinity in your inbox. And for you, what do you see when you look in the mirror?
What do I see? I see complexities, but I do see someone who is always changing and wants to grow and discover herself.
What else? What else do you see?
Oh God, why would you hit me? Why like this? I see, oh my God, why are you, okay.
Whatever comes to mind first, that's the best answer.
Okay, I see vulnerability, but I also see, like I said, I see strength, and I see someone who wants to grow on and on and on to become a better person.
That's good. Finish this sentence. To be audacious means to be
Powerful.
Woo! So tell the people where they can find you online and how they can support you.
Okay, you can find me online at Jazzelle on Facebook, Jazzelle Bonilla, but you also can visit Spilling the Tea with Chasmar and Jazzelle and like that page as well. Our show will be back in January, so come support us, come like us. Yes, and you also can find me at Black Crown Entertainment, like our page.
Yes. All right, so until next time, remember that life is meant to be enjoyed and not just endured. How you do it?